Hello everybody, I'm Rami, founder and chairman of the CommunityBrave Foundation. Welcome to our Orientation Day video, especially made for those who couldn't make it to our event earlier this week. Today we're going to cover a few topics about CommunityBrave, including who we are, our plan, and how you can help out. You'll get a quick introduction into our team and how we are growing. I'll highlight our project plan developed in 2011 and currently running its course, along with our events in 2013. And most importantly, I'll outline how you can help us on our campaigns this year. So who is CommunityBrave? Our organisation is made up of 14 committee members, and soon we'll have 5 part-time in-house staff working with our committee as a virtual office. We hope to have a strong 200 volunteer team by the end of 2013, and combined with our in-house staff, we call this the Brave Army. We've also got a strong strategic and media partner network, along with numerous businesses who form a support alliance with us. So what does CommunityBrave do now? As part of the first phase of our project, we created and released a series of inspiring videos, but more on this soon. We currently provide community referrals and harness the power of social media to spread important educative resources, and we also host community events such as our Innovation Day and LGBTIQ Focus Month in October, and continue to educate on bullying. When CommunityBrave rolls into its operations phase in March 2014, we will be providing a digital educative platform to help combat bullying, as it happens in real time and over a 24-hour period. This year we'll be providing young people with a creative hub, helping them kickstart their careers, and we also want to be an online information hub where parents, teachers, community members and young people can access resources when dealing with any kind of bullying experience. So where did CommunityBrave come from? I've been building CommunityBrave since 2005 and got it officially started in September 2011 with a group of amazing people who now form the committee. We all draw on our experiences of bullying to help combat the issue of bullying getting worse. We simply want to take action now to build a better future. When building CommunityBrave, there was, and still mostly is, a big gap in the service provided to young people who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex or queer, or LGBTIQ, and those who use digital technology. We want to be there in this space that LGBTIQ youth are and address bullying experience as they happen and not when it's too late. So this is what our organisation chart looks like in the current phase of our project, that being phase 2. The purple section is who we were in 2012, that's our committee. We're recruiting for all the greens at the moment and have finalised most of the roles already. These are our part-time in-house staff. On the bottom right we've got our support services, such as our lawyers, graphic designers and website developers. And right above this, the maroon section, is our all-important training department, who are currently busy working on building our training modules. Of course, our external network of strategic and media suppliers are also part of the family, as our motto has and always will be, we're here to collaborate and not compete. We are community. Here's our awesome committee. These folks help make the magic happen, either by giving us loads of advice or by helping me with the good work that we get through every day. Some names you might recognise in here are Peter Romson from Sydney Mardi Gras, social media and community management experts Leonie Smith, Vanessa Paig, Kate Carruthers and Gavin Heaton, along with Dan Murphy, who's been the driving force behind our video success. Also Anthony and Simon from eStrategy, who've built our site and will be building the platform for us too. As mentioned earlier, we're growing our numbers in 2013. With the huge goals we have set, we need some extra hands and brains to help us achieve these goals. We're bringing on board a HR officer to help us look after all of our volunteers, a social media manager to help us manage our day-to-day activities online, a fundraising officer who will help us look for grants and sponsorship from government and corporations, and also an events manager to ensure all of our events are planned and implemented in the most awesome way for you guys. Our operations manager will help me keep everything running all together, and of course there's the Brave Army, our 200 volunteers which will help us push the boundaries this year. Separate from our in-house staff, later this year the CommunityBrave champions will also be coming on board. These folks will graduate from our training program and will be working short shifts at the CommunityBrave office. These people will be the front line. They'll be dealing directly through our platform with young people being bullied. To highlight some of the differences between our volunteers and our champions, it is optional for our volunteers to attend our training program, but highly encouraged. However, our champions must attend the training program and pass each module above the pass rate. Our volunteers, for example, will help us promote events, campaigns and content, but our champions look after our platform and our youth. So what's the Grandmaster plan? From the very beginning, we set out a strategy that we've been implementing over time. Our first year was about releasing our videos, building our brand equity and becoming a well-known name. Phase 2 is all about building the training program and testing it to make sure that we have it as close to perfect as possible. We've also introduced a sub-phase, which is to help us build our Youth Hub, a platform that allows young people to explore creativity as a form of de-stress in exchange for recognition and reward. And finally, Phase 3 is when we are happy with everything going well and we've rolled out a program to a larger and live audience. So as we mentioned, Phase 1, which was 2012, was to establish our name and get our videos out there. We did this very well thanks to all your help. We are now a well-known community name. We had the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister, the Sydney Swans and a whole bunch of celebrities involved in our videos. We even got a quick share by Lady Gaga and Kylie Minogue. This year, we've already started becoming a collaborative platform, working with community organisations in cross-promoting their events and their campaigns. They're also doing the same for us. We're also going to work with Alex Greenwich this year in introducing a question into Parliament that addresses the need for bullying to be reviewed. Our Youth Hub is opening this year, with Melissa Couts as the face of the program. We'll also be launching our funding campaign this year to help us get off the ground and scale up to meet the needs of all of the youth out there who are troubled by bullying experience. And of course the big one, we're launching our training and pilot programs this year. Then, in 2014, after we've tested our training and pilot program, we'll go national with the CommunityBrave model. We hope to work with the Department of Education and open up our first interstate offices too. Along with this, we hope to build strategic alliances with international bullying organisations to help link a global network together. So here's a very simple visual overview of our project plan. Phase 1 is all about our branding. Phase 2 is about our training and pilot program. And Phase 3 is when we go into full-time overdrive. I'd like to discuss some of our events for 2013 in a bit more detail with you now. We've started to work and build a calendar of community events from all of our community organisations. This calendar is a nice way for everyone to keep up to date with what's going on and help us co-brand at events that are coming up. One of our biggest goals this year is to work with Alex Greenwich to present a question to the New South Wales Legislative Assembly, one that addresses the bullying epidemic. We need to work with our leaders if we are to achieve a long-term sustainable solution to this problem. In Victoria, a law called Brodie's Law was introduced in 2011. This directly deals with bullying. However, this law only exists in Victoria and nowhere else in Australia, which doesn't really make much sense to us. We want the community to rally behind us on this, as it would be one of our toughest goals, but something I'm sure everyone wants to achieve. After all, who wants to live in a world where bullying exists? By pushing for the law in New South Wales and the existing law in Victoria, we'll begin a movement, a domino effect, and other states and territories will follow. When Brodie's Law was enacted in Victoria, 8,000 schools, police stations and workplaces received an education pack about bullying. Imagine the shift we would cause if we could do this in New South Wales. This is a big ask. We're aiming high on this one. Surely I'll let you know how you can help. We're creating an online portal where young creative people can register. This portal will act as a facilitation platform that helps promote young people's creative talents. It is my strong belief that to reduce or destroy stress, creativity is the perfect solution. Made up of young bloggers, writers, singers, videographers, photographers, musicians, poets, etc., this portal will be led by the awesome Australian singer Melissa Couts, who started her career as a young creative person. Community organisations will pitch jobs at the portal and young people will submit their creative project for each pitch. Community organisations can then use these projects to distribute amongst their networks, saving them money from paying for professional services. At the same time, the project becomes a success for young people who will be able to showcase this as part of their portfolio when they begin their careers. Whilst the financial reward for young people is optional, what is compulsory is a good reference by the community organisation for the young person to put his resume. Obviously, our program will need money to get all of this off the ground. But we know that you guys have all been donating wonderfully to all the other amazing charities out there, so we don't want to put any more pressure on you. Instead, we'll only run one public funding campaign per year and it will be based on a project, very similar to the Kickstarter model and only running for 45 days. We plan to receive the rest of our funding from both corporate sponsorship and applying for government grants. That's why we're bringing on board a fundraising officer. It's their job to look for this funding all year round. Now for the big one, our training program. Currently our training engineers and researchers are busy writing our training modules. Designed to run over a 12-week period with one session per week just for a couple of hours. The purpose of the program is to give you the skills, the tools and the resources to help you identify, deal with and work through bullying situations. There will also be a graduate program available for those who are interested in putting those skills to use, working at CommunityBrave as our champions. Our champion training program is available to all adult members of the public, but we are specifically targeting teachers and counsellors who want to use those skills in the classroom, members of the LGBTIQ community who want to use those skills online or offline, community organisations who want to integrate the resources we provide into their services, and employers and HR consultants who wish to use the information to help with their workplace policies. Also, carers, police staff, GPs, anyone who could translate the education into their careers, we're more than happy to have on board. We want you all to attend the 12-week training sessions being run twice a year, then take those skills to our schools, to our community, and to help us battle bullying on the front line as one of our graduates, as one of our CommunityBrave champions. Each of our champion training modules will be a different topic. For example, we'll have suicide risk factors and suicide prevention referrals. Discussions and focus on LGBTIQ, especially around vocabulary used. Parental cyber safety and how to deal with online bullies, and using social media to help search and understand conversations, platforms and bullying online. We're currently building these modules and should be finished by April 30. Then in May, we'll spend some time testing them and making any adjustments and reviews in June, ready to go live in July. Then from July to September, will be our first batch of graduate champions who will help us run our pilot program before going soft launch in September. In 2013, we're also going to be participating in lots of community events. You'll be able to catch our team at events such as our Youth Hub launch, National Day of Action Against Bullying, International Day Against Homophobia, and also we're at Purple Day. Then it all comes together on our second birthday at the end of September. We're going to soft launch with the opening of our website and platform. Then the CommunityBrave offices will open as well, and we're currently looking at spaces on Oxford Street for us to go live with our pilot program with. So how can you help? To make it easier for you, I've broken it down for you per event, so you can jump in on all the ones you'd like to. Of course, we'd love for you to help in all of our events, but if you can't make all of them, just a few will be fine as well. This coming Sunday, we want to have as many people walking around Fair Day with us, joining the Brave Army and helping us A, get signatures, and B, talking to people about CommunityBrave. Don't worry, we'll give you all the info you need. Our aim is to collect as many of those 10,000 signatures as we can for Alex Greenwich's question in Parliament. Now that seems like a lot, but don't worry, it's not. Fair Day has 70,000 attendees, and if we have 20 volunteers and you all get 100 signatures each, that's already 2,000. We'll also have a stall, and our great friends at Carmen Rupe Memorial Trust are also helping us out by having a petition over at their stall too. If you could make it, even if it's just for 1 or 2 hours, please let me know and I'll put you on the roster. All help will be greatly appreciated. Another way you can help is by simply being one of our reps at some of the Mardi Gras events you're attending. We've been given permission from Mardi Gras to fly and collect signatures after their events, so let us know which ones you're going to and we'll give you a petition pad and to grab some more signatures over the whole season. We have lots of wonderful interstate and international supporters who want to also do their bit. And sometimes our local supporters are so busy they don't get a chance to help out much, so we've made it very easy for these guys. Let me know if you'd like to be a CommunityBrave online promoter. We'll send you an email with the content whenever we release it, and all you will need to do is share or RT it on your social media platforms. Every voice counts, and the larger our reach, the larger our success. If you're a business, you can also help us by sharing our campaigns on your newsletters and linking your websites to ours with a mutual logo. Something this simple, and it shows your business is helping the community as well. Soon, we'll publish our video featuring Alex Greenwich on legislative campaign and reform. Simply share this around with your friends and family and help make it big. You can also grab a petition pack and volunteer some time on the weekend to grab signatures at our events and even up and down Oxford Street. Encourage your friends to buddy with you as well to help us get more people on board, and speak to your family and friends, your sports teams, your work colleagues, and ask them to sign and help spread the petition too. Lastly, you can always write a letter to your local member urging them to support CommunityBrave and Alex Greenwich with this request. Then in July, register for our CommunityBrave Champions Training Program. Become a graduate and help us eradicate bullying from the front line. If you have any questions, or you'd like to find out further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. My email address is rami@thecommunitybravefoundation.org.